Howdy, ladies and gentlemen. Michael here again for another desk session here. So this is where I react to tunes and kind of show you some of the parts that I pick out by ear while I'm listening to it. I like to do live tracks. This is Dead & Company. They love each other. I really found a newfound appreciation for John Mayer when I saw him on this tour live this summer. This is one of those tunes, couldn't get out of my head. And I was so impressed about how much different he sounded, both tone-wise, playing-wise, singing-wise, delivery, his sense of rhythm, compared to his normal stuff. I mean, he totally has made the Dead & Company like his own thing, and it fits perfectly, which is pretty goddamn amazing, because most people, they have to, work their whole lives in one lane to get good at that one thing. And this is very different than his previous stuff. And I think it's like better. So this is Dead & Company. They love each other. I'm going to go through it, pick out some of the stuff. If you want to watch the full thing, the link's in the description. If you like the way I teach and break stuff down, you want to check out my courses, please join me over at GuitarGate. That's my website, link in the description. I think it's $10. Let's do it. All right, stand by. That was cool. Let's go. Let's tighten this up. All right, so this groove, which he starts, and look how much that dude loves it. You're just in G, right? Killer. So this is G7. This is the sound of G mixolydian. So you're in the key of C, everything's off your 5 chord. It's a blues sound in G. So it starts with that push. And if you're covering this with your band, I mean, listen to that. There's so much room to breathe in here. It starts with that. And there's lots of variations, pushing off the high part, pushing off the middle one. But there's a lot of dynamic range and flexibility in here. And when you do this, you got to be very consistent in the pushes, because this is a jam band. They're all listening to you. They want to see where the groove is and where to go. Now this little lick he does in here, he's focusing on G7. He's got to get there, right? So he starts out with the standard major pentatonic lick, 5, 6, root. That would be your standard. But then he finishes it, the flat 7. We're mixolydian, baby. So that's, D, E, G, F, 5, 6, root, flat 7. The flat 7, what makes that thing what it is. Enough talk. Oh, sorry, got to say something else. So obviously this little walk up, you're playing the 3rd and the 5th, the major 3rd and the 5th of your chord, your G, right? But you're just walking up to it from the flat 7. So F sharp, F sharp, G. On the 3rd and 2nd string respectively, 2nd, 1st fret, 3rd and 2nd fret, 4th and 3rd fret. You can do that here, you can do it anywhere, right? You're just basically accentuating that flat 7thness of the G, mixolydian all day. Mixolydian's your sound. Major scale with the flat 7. You got Bob playing harmonics and all kinds of stuff in the back. Philly. You hear that?
Here we go around, sailing out.
was a 4 chord they went to. They went to the C. I'll show you again. This harmonics. C, 4 chord. You hear all those runs that the bass in here doing, so making that C7 sound. We're really making that blues, but all that C major pentatonic. Right, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Come on, baby. Stay with me now. Here comes the chorus. Flat 7, F again. So, again, this is G. You're going to F for the chorus, C, and to the 1. So, again, this is root. If you're thinking G's your root, flat 7, 4. But really what this is the key of C, right? So the C's your 1, F's your 4, and G is your 5. So it's G mixolydian. Down to the flat 7 is the movement you're hearing. And 4 sounds like the 4 because he sounds like you're resolved here. And your melody, it sounds like it does the same thing. You know, you're right, the melody goes down to the F. So you're really selling that G mixolydian. You're just hammering on that F over the F. So catchy, man. Hear the rhythmic pushes. Everybody's getting those hits. So that, so he's over the 4 chord there, right? And what I'm hearing is, you know, root going down to a flat 7, and he's just doing inversions. I'm not going to pick him out note for note, but if I was trying to make that sound, I'm trying to sell C to C7. C, bop, C7, C, bop, C7, right? So you can do it with that inversion. Here I'm doing the 5th and 3rd. You can do it here. You can do it anywhere.
Don't get in the way. There's nothing you can say.
Hear those harmonics, man?
Nothing that you need
Bop.
to add or do now.
Forward.
They love each other.
And up. C, C. So he's really selling the crap out of C there. You know that, but like C7. all that nonsense. And then when it goes back to the G, comes in hard with that B instead of that B flat, right? To make sure you're getting that G7 sound. Still doing that, all that, you know, it's like G major, but you're throwing in that flat 7 and a little bit that minor third for that bluesiness, right? It's just blues. That's killer. So he's operating off a D here. So he's got the third of his G chord and the fifth. This little thing is so same thing as you went, right? It's there. You can look at it as your D shape though, but it's right here because then he goes up, sussing it out, right? Your 4, and going up to the fifth there of your G. I love those little. I love those things, man. Love them. And there he is on that G, on that C rather, making it super clean, super Jerry. You know, whatever he does it there. So again, he's over C right here, but he's always getting back to that G because that's the sound of the tonal center is G mixo. So hammering on that F and doing that walk up really accentuates that G mixo, even though you're playing over C right now. So that's like your 3rd, 4th, but you're walking up to that G. All those. Super Jerry. Right, and hammering that F over the chorus. You know, he's just kind of going up. He's playing these third parts of G. You know, to get that sound. But you can tell he's really thinking G here. G mixo. Letting the whole band know it's time to go back.
It's nothing that
Just one little touch, and then back into the vocals.
explain. It's like a diesel train. Better not be there when it was alright. And when that train rolls in,
Love those pushes with the F.
you won't know where it's been. You got to try to see a little further. They love each other. Oh, see, that's true.
Always that push. And that's where I'm going to leave it there because they could solo forever. Key takeaways of this song. You know, songs in G mixo. Melody of the verse. Stays heavily focused on the major third of your G, so that's your B. And it's just a 1 to a 4, essentially. When you go to the chorus, it's flat 7, 4, 1. So you got that descending motion. The melody follows that, stays on that chord tone of F to go down, then goes up to a G major pentatonic, stays around there, lands on the G. Simple stuff. But the key here is very loose rhythm-wise and really staying aware of your dynamics in the band. And then when you go to take a lead, you're really pushing on those chord changes because you're staying on them for a long time. With the exception of that F and C in the chorus, everything else, especially when you're soloing over the verse, I mean, you're staying on G7 for a while, and then when you go to the C, you're staying on that for a while. So you have a lot of liberties to make it bluesy, to do all that, all that stuff, and mix and match, like to really match, all that stuff to make it sound more dominant, to make it sound more bluesy. But you're just thinking G, and you're thinking C, and G major scale with a flat 7, G with an F in it, and that's pretty much it. Just killer. Can't say enough about John Mayer. Can't say enough about this. It's just, I'm hooked on this stuff. Totally hooked. So anyway, I hope you like this. Please leave a link in the description, or just a message and say what song you'd like to see me do next. I really like watching these with you guys and breaking down what I hear in real time. Sure, it's not a note-for-note lesson, but it gives you a little more than just a straight-up reaction video. So thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next one.